Welcome back to Indiana Diecast Racing and the continuing Round 3 action of the Final Fantasy Fracas. Today we've got 3 groups, and 50% of the teams racing today are vying for their last chance to make Round 4. And as you can see, there's a whole bunch already that have made it. 4 teams with 2 already, and between this video and the next one, we're going to figure out the rest of the drivers going around 4. So first up today, it's Group 16. And headlining the group, it's Bree Nanner from Filipiak Performance Diecast driving a Bulletproof. They've got 3 cars remaining and 1 already in Round 4. Next up, it's Big Al's Diecast Final Chance out of 7. Dee Dee is driving an Avant-Garde. And also, with their last chance driver, Dubious Diecast sends Bizarro back to the track in his speed trap. This is the last of 16 cars. And then Live Young Diecast in their last of 3 cars. Lone Star is driving Space Ranger Alpha Buzz. So we've got Brenanner, Dee Dee, Bizarro, and Lone Star here on lap 1. Lone Star with a slow start out of the gate. Brenanner leads him into turn 2, and she'll hold the lead down into Hoth. It's Brenanner, Bizarro, and Dee Dee. Bizarro looking for a way around, but Brenanner's creating some space, and she just beats Bizarro to the line. There's Lone Star rolling in for 4th. So Brenanner controlled this lap, but she got a little loose on the final straight and lost speed, and a couple more inches and Bizarro would have been able to take the win. But FPD coming out strong with the first win. They rotate around, and Bizarro now on the pole, Brenanner on the outside, and Bizarro's got a decent lead into turn 2, and he comes out in the lead as well. He's got some space between him and Brenanner. Oh, Brenanner's closing. She gives him a tap. They come down the final straight, and it's Bizarro, Brenanner. Dee Dee spins out, but she crosses for 3rd, and again, Lone Star is 4th. Ludicrous speed, go! So, after 2, Brenanner and Bizarro are tied atop the group with 7, Dee Dee with 4, and Lone Star with 2. Lone Star on the pole. He's got to get this in gear and have a strong final 2 laps to have a chance. But here come Bizarro and Brenanner. They're going to make a pass on the inside of turn 2. And Bizarro nearly drives off the track. Brenanner makes the pass. And Bizarro leads the rest of the pack. Brenanner's going to coast to an easy victory. Bizarro gets tossed off the track, and I don't know who crossed for 2nd. That'll be a big 4 points for Brenanner. She will take the lead into the last lap. Coming down the final straight, Bizarro spins out, rides the wall, and I still can't tell. Dee Dee definitely takes 4th. And we're going to slow it down again, and... Okay, right there, Bizarro is just a smidge across the line, and he will take 2nd. That'll keep him within 1 point of Brenanner as we head to the final lap, and it's a 2-car race involving the cars on the back row. Dee Dee will look for a win here just for some honor as she departs the tournament. She gets a good push from Brenanner, and she leads. But all Brenanner cares about is beating Bizarro, and Bizarro nowhere near. And Brenanner passes Dee Dee at the last second to take the win, and she will win the group and move on to round 4 as the second driver to advance for Filipiak Performance Diecast. So we'll say goodbye to Big Al's, Dubious Diecast, and Live Young Diecast. I want to thank all 3 of those teams for coming out and driving. They sent a whole mess of cars. And Bizarro, not quite going to make it with the wild card. He brings in a total of 33 points, which is somewhere in the middle. So on to Group 17 in our Group of Death. First up today is Grey Wizard from Golden Owl Racing driving his Burlesque. This is the first of 3 drivers to race for that team here in round 3. From White Knuckle Motoring, it's PT driving a Hypertruck. This is the last of 8 entries for WKM. In an Extremester, also for Filipiak Performance Diecast, it's Rain, hoping to join Bree and Deuce in round 4. And the last chance for Grumpy Cloud Racing, it's number 1 Summer in her Riveted. She is the last of 4 entries they sent in. So 2 more last chance drivers. It's Grey Wizard, PT, Rain, and number 1 Summer. I wonder who number 2 Summer is. Well, Grey Wizard leads them out of turn 2. PT not far behind. It's a pretty close group as they enter the square. PT trying to find a way around but gets loose. Ooh, up on the wall for a second. And it's Grey Wizard, PT, Summer, and Rain has rolled on the final straight and will turn in an early DNF. So coming through turn 2, the crossover lane not helping PT and Summer all that much. Grey Wizard looking pretty good in that burlesque. And right here, PT catches, but nearly spins out in turn 5. And gets up on the wall, but saves it. And then, all 3 of the drivers not called Grey Wizard get up on the wall on the final straight. And Rain, the unfortunate victim there. So after 1, Grey Wizard leads. Rain now on the pole, Grey Wizard on the outside. Rain pulls out front. And into turn 2. We got a battle going into Echo Base. And Rain comes out in front. It's a very close, tight 4-car group as they round the Savage Square. They come to the final straight. And it's Rain, Grey Wizard, and oh no! Summer has stalled out on the final straight and trapped PT. That'll be a double DNF. We haven't seen a lot of those in this round. Props to Rain after that first lap DNF, fighting off group leader Grey Wizard to claim the lead. And Rain is able to take it to the house in a hotly contested lap 2. So after 2, Grey Wizard still leads with a 3-point lead over Rain. Number 1 Summer on the pole for lap 3 with PT behind. The pair of them need to get some points, but here comes Rain. Rain's going to make the pass as they round turn 2. No! Summer comes like a slingshot out of turn 2, well ahead now. Summer's making a case for her spot in round 4. And Summer will take lap 3. Rain is 2nd, and Grey Wizard is 3rd. PT is 4th. That was a wild top half of the track. Rain got a good jump coming down that hill out of turn 2, and it really looked like Rain was going to easily pass Summer in turn 2, which he does briefly, but somehow Summer's able to turn on some NOS or something and takes the win. So Grey Wizard still atop the group with 9, but the lead shrinks to 2, with Rain 2 points behind. PT leads him into turn 2 and comes out with a half-car lead, but Summer's on the inside. PT's now on the inside. PT pulls out in front. Summer dropping back. It's PT, Summer, Grey Wizard, and Rain. And I'm not sure what that's going to do to the standings. That was a tight battle between 2 drivers that were lagging in points in this group. Great job by PT by getting out front. And Grey Wizard wins the group, only 2 points ahead of number 1 Summer. That was a close one. Props to Grey Wizard and Golden Owl Racing. And number 1 Summer, the number 2 driver in this group, 29 points, not going to be able to make it. So we're going to thank those teams, White Knuckle Motoring and Grumpy Cloud Racing. Thanks for participating in the tournament. And on to the last group. It's Cyrano Buckminster. in a puppy car for Indiana Diecast Racing. That's a Skull Crusher. So far, no cars in round 4 yet for IDR. And we've got Numbskull in a Crescendo. This could be the first team to put 3 into round 4 if he wins. And Grey Wizard's back on track again from Golden Owl Racing, this time in a Jackhammer. This could be their second driver in round 4. And Googly G from G4 Diecast Racing. This is the last of 13 entries for that team. He's driving a Country Club Muscle. So here we go, Cyrano, Numbskull, Grey Wizard, and Googly G. And Numbskull's going to make a case for the lead here in turn 2. He comes out in front easily, followed by Googly G and Cyrano Buckminster. They get some separation between all 4 drivers, come down the final straight, and it's Numbskull, whoa, Googly G, Cyrano Buckminster, and Grey Wizard. Taking a closer look, Googly rides the wall and then just drives over the other wall, takes out the stop sign but crosses the line, and Numbskull, probably not surprisingly, on top after 1. Here we go for lap 2 with Grey Wizard on the inside, Cyrano Buckminster on the outside. Grey Wizard and Googly G lead him into turn 2, and it's a tight battle through Echo Base. Grey Wizard with the lead, Googly G hot on his heels, round the final turn, and it's, Grey Wizard, then Googly G, Cyrano Buckminster, and Numbskull, a surprising 4th place on lap 2. Googly was looking for a way around Grey Wizard the whole lap, just couldn't find it. They both kind of get loose on the final straight, and Grey Wizard just barely keeps it on track. And Googly G, without winning either lap, assumes a 1-point lead over Grey Wizard and Numbskull. And he's got the pole for lap 3. This is his chance to pad his stats a little bit going into the final lap. He leads through 2, followed by Numbskull. The pair gets some separation from the other 2. Numbskull looking for a way around Googly G. Googly G fishtails a little bit, and it's Googly G, Numbskull. Grey Wizard slides on his side, and then Cyrano Buckminster takes 4th. Wow, that was impressive. And after 3, Googly G's got 10. That's a 2-point lead over Numbskull, 3 over Grey Wizard, and this will be the last lap for Cyrano Buckminster. Numbskull with the pole now. He and Googly G are going to fight in turn 2. Googly G comes out with a half-car lead, throws a block. They're through Echo Base, and Googly G leads. Numbskull's in second. Numbskull's got to make something happen here. And Googly G, takes the win, and I don't know who took second. It may have been Cyrano Buckminster. So G4 Diecast Racing staves off elimination, and yes, Cyrano Buckminster gets the win over Numbskull there. And Numbskull will be the 2nd place finisher. Taking a look, and his total's 35, so he will not overtake Raggedy Man for the wild card. Taking a look at the standings, a whole bunch of teams eliminated today. We're up to 7 total that made it to round 3 that are now out. I want to thank all of them for driving. This has been Jim D for Indiana Diecast Racing. Be sure to check in next time for more slightly above mediocre diecast racing and the culmination of round 3 of the Final Fantasy Fracas.